The dinner table was ready, the clocks had stopped. How did the three lighthouse keepers evaporate? In the northern reaches of Scotland, where the fierce waves of the ocean intertwine with the rugged shores, the Flannan Isles have long been a whispered legend among sailors and locals alike. These small islands are shrouded in dark storms, icy winds, and secrets lost in the depths of the unknown. On a cold winter evening in the year 1900, the mysterious disappearance of three lighthouse keepers from the island's desolate beacon became an indelible mark on history, leaving an echo that still lingers in modern times. The incident, unfolding amidst the roar of the sea and the whispers of the wind, seemed to carry the traces of a living curse within the silent walls of the lighthouse. Today, I invite you to delve into this eerie tale, into forgotten memories and ancient legends, to confront the deepest fears of the human soul. This narrative goes beyond official records, drawing from years of research, old maritime logs, and long-lost rumors. The mysterious atmosphere of the Flannan Isles. The Flannan Isles are a realm ruled by the relentless Scottish storms, where fog and darkness settle like a natural shroud. In those days, the merciless power of the sea and the island's isolation created an atmosphere that tested the limits of human understanding. Here, nature operated on its own terms, defying the rules of the modern world with an almost mystical energy. The thick veil of mist covering the islands was not merely a visual obstacle. It was a symbol of long unsolved mysteries, a blend of uncertainty and unease. According to old sailors' tales, the winds that circled Flannan Isles carried the voices of the dead, and the storms were echoes of long-forgotten tragedies. These accounts painted the region not just as a natural hazard, but as a place steeped in an ancient curse, a site where history and supernatural forces intertwined. The silence of the lighthouse during the winter of 1900. The lighthouse, standing on the highest point of the Flannan Isles, served not only as a beacon for sailors, but also as a reflection of the island's ominous atmosphere. That night, the three keepers, James, Robert, and William, stood guard, surrounded by the cold wind and the crashing waves, maintaining their lonely vigil in this sacred and silent structure. But something about that night felt different, as if time itself had slowed, as if reality had shifted. Dust and salt from the sea had accumulated on the lighthouse walls over the years, carrying with them echoes of the past. Even in their routine duties, the keepers sensed a strange unease, a creeping uncertainty. Gazing out of the lighthouse windows, they could see the foaming ocean and shadows shifting within the mist, stirring an unshakable dread deep within. That night, an inexplicable silence seemed to take hold, not just in the lighthouse, but in the hearts of those who dwelled within. The fate of the three missing keepers. According to the lighthouse records, the three keepers vanished without a trace in the early hours of the morning. No sign of a struggle, no evidence of an external disturbance, just an eerie emptiness, as if they had simply evaporated into thin air within the stone walls of the lighthouse. The initial investigations revealed little. The wind had howled fiercely that night, and the waves had battered the rocks with unrelenting force, but there was no concrete evidence to explain their disappearance. Their personal belongings remained untouched, yet no notes, no farewell letters, no trace of where they had gone. Over time, official inquiries faded into the background, giving way to legends and whispered tales. Some spoke of supernatural forces, an ancient curse, or a forgotten secret lurking beneath the island's surface. Local folklore suggests that the sea raged with an unnatural fury that night, and the sky itself wept for the lost souls. To the people of the nearby mainland, the disappearance was more than a mere tragedy. It was a warning from beyond the grave, a sign that the island carried an unsettling and dangerous energy. As the years passed, the incident became less of a historical mystery and more of a ghostly legend, forever cementing the Flannan Isles as a place of eerie isolation. Tracing the past through research and old records years later, Extensive archival research revealed that the events of that night extended far beyond the official reports. Old maritime journals recounted moments of unease among the keepers, ominous signs carried by the wind and sea. Some records even mentioned abnormal sound waves detected around the lighthouse, as if a warning from another dimension had echoed through the mist. Letters from the keepers described nightmares of shadowy figures, silhouettes emerging from the fog, and whispers rising from the ocean depths. These documents, more than just personal reflections, suggested an unsettling connection between the island's mysterious nature and the psychological toll it took on those who stayed there. Some modern researchers propose that what happened that night was not just a physical disappearance, but a spiritual transition, perhaps even a call from forces beyond time and space. These theories, while conflicting with scientific reasoning, only added to the island's eerie reputation. Over time, Flannan Isles became known not just as a place of mystery, but as a sanctuary of the cursed. Psychological depths and the echoes of fear. Every human harbors an innate fear of the unknown, an unease that arises from what cannot be explained. The tale of the vanished keepers was not just a story of an eerie disappearance. It was a mirror reflecting the forgotten traumas and hidden anxieties buried deep within the human psyche. The isolation of the lighthouse, the long, silent watches, these factors exerted immense psychological pressure on those stationed there. The eerie stillness, like an invisible force, weighed on their minds, manifesting as creeping dread and imagined horrors. As the story unfolds, listeners begin to feel their own vulnerabilities, their own subconscious fears of what might lurk just beyond the veil of reality. Subtle psychological techniques are woven into this narrative. Distant whispers, faint music, and underlying atmospheric sounds stir unease in the subconscious, amplifying the tension. Every word, every phrase resonates like an incantation, immersing the listener in an experience that lingers long after the tale is told. The thin line between myth, exaggeration, and reality. Official reports frame the disappearance as a tragic but explainable event, yet the stories passed down through generations blur the line between reality and legend. Some claim that that night, something more than 3 men vanishing occurred. That time itself was altered, that an otherworldly entity emerged, that spirits crossed into the mortal realm. They say the sea murmured an ominous song, strange lights danced around the lighthouse, and figures flickered within the fog, images that left an unshakable impression on those who dared to recall them. These exaggerated details transformed the event into something greater than history, into a nightmare reawakened in the minds of those who dared to listen. Even scientific research uncovered strange anomalies. Unexplained markings on the lighthouse walls, ominous symbols carried by the wind, and eerie sounds recorded in the dead of night. Regardless of their credibility, these findings only deepened the island's supernatural reputation, reinforcing the belief that the keeper's disappearance was more than just a historical mystery. It was an enigma woven into the very fabric of fear itself. The secrets beyond the silence behind the locked doors of the lighthouse. The story of the 3 missing keepers is more than just an unsolved case. It is a call to confront the deepest shadows of human existence. Over time, the true events have become lost among sailors' tales, local myths, and modern speculation, leaving only a fragmented echo of what might have truly happened. Hidden within the lighthouse walls, old letters, notes, and maritime logs serve as relics of the past, each whispering a forgotten truth. Every word, every line invites us deeper into the mystery, compelling us to search for answers where none may exist. The unresolved echoes of silence as we reach the end of our journey through the cold waters of the Flannan Isles and the dark corridors of the lighthouse. One question remains. Do the secrets of the 3 missing keepers still echo in the silence of the mist? With every crashing wave and every whispering gust of wind, the tragedy of that night lingers, carrying with it the weight of an unsolved mystery, an ancient legend, and the timeless fears buried deep within the human soul.